What's up, y'all? Captain Blaster blasting at ya. We are back in City Skylines. It's been a long while since I've played this game. It's been a long while since we've been on Sakura City. So I guess the goal for today is to remember what the fuck it was I was doing. And step 2, fix whatever mistakes I made last part. Because I tend to make a lot of those. Doesn't look like there's too many issues over here. I think this area is pretty clean, pretty well constructed. I'm pretty decent at making the suburban areas. It's the high traffic locations that I tend to get like not too good on. There's an abandoned building. Boop. Gotten rid of it. Looks like traffic's not too bad over here. This still needs to be fixed. We need to figure out what's going on here and how to fix this. I think part of the issue is that people are... What if we make a connection here? People would be more inclined to get off here and go this way than they would to get off here and go this way, which would lower traffic, maybe? It looks like a good portion of them are heading over here from over there. Well, that would be the closest. No, because some of this is commercial, isn't it? Maybe I just need to make more commercial availability over here. Maybe that might solve it. I think our first issue to tackle, these areas seem pretty good for now. I think this needs to be my first issue to tackle, because these are not looking too good, especially in terms of workers. Which means I think I may have to sacrifice a good resource area. Oh, maybe I could put it over here across the bridge. But I'll need to find a way to get a highway connection. I need to fix these roads. This is a bit of a mess here. It looks like. The bright side, traffic's not too terrible. Or at least it's not as bad as I remember it being. We've got a speed time level up here. So let's start by getting rid of abandoned buildings. Okay. Now, probably utilize this. Yeah. Try to utilize that. Throw a connection out this way. And then this already is quite well populated with connections. Right here. Maybe we can get something underground. Hello! Welcome, No Brain Game. Welcome, welcome. Perhaps that might be the best option, is to get something here and flip it around into here to get some... Well, I need to figure out what I'm doing soon, because this is really becoming an issue over here. And why is... Don't I have sufficient police force over here? Pretty sure I do. It's been so long since I've played that I'm forgetting the controls. Yeah, I've got sufficient police force over here. Do your fucking jobs! Oh. Okay, that might be a problem. That might... Alright. Like I said, we need to fix the roads over here. And by we, I mean I. Why are you all in one fucking lane? There's 3 lanes there. Hello, welcome, welcome. Oh boy. Okay, well, let's first things first. Let's go ahead and highway. Let's do that. Pull off here. Probably right about. Probably around here before they hit the curve. Pull it over to there. Go ahead. Let's do a 1 lane there. 1 lane, 3-way. That's a 4-way. Oh well. Should probably move what's obstructing my view there, because I can't see how much money I have. Okay, that's better. 3 mil should be more than enough to handle this. Alright. Go ahead and get a perimeter around where I'm going to build here. I wish I could say I learned a couple building techniques while I've been away from this game, but that is not the case. I've just been doing other stuff. How was I today? I was doing pretty good, No Brain Game. How about you? How was you today? Go ahead and put that across there. This here. Okay. That should be a sufficient start. So we have an entrance. We've got the start. We need exits. I could probably do a normal road in over here. Is this road here being used at all for anything? It doesn't look like it. Well, we've got 2 vehicles coming down here. Let's see what they use. If that road's not going to get used, then I'm just going to delete it, and I'm going to connect the connection over there. Does not look like this is being used. You're torn between paranoid all day or just straight up sad? Aw, sorry to hear that. That sucks. That's never a fun state of mind to be in. Connect this to that. And then let's get the amenities in there. Wait. I remembered. People need water. I'm sure they'd appreciate having water. I know I appreciate having water. Water is delicious. Let's follow the roads here to So now we need to make sure that this area has power. Let's try a geothermal plant. That should be more than enough in this little area. Right along. Nope, not that road. That road. There you go. Vixen, hi! Welcome, welcome! You're not dating with the girl we're talking to. Oh no! I understand. I understand. No brain game. I understand. I get it. I've been in that situation before. I get it. I'm doing pretty good, Vixen. How about you? Okay, so we've got power, we've got water. Let's get police. Whoop whoop, that's the sound of the police. Probably put them over here next to the power source. Why are you guys happy? These aren't for you. Even called you out for being obsessive. Damn. Alright. Let's get. Is that gonna be enough for this whole area? Let's put a hospital. So how's your day going, Vixen? Thanks for stopping in, by the way. Oh, so many. I really need to finish this area. So I stop having issues. If I could just stop having issues in general, that'd be great. Okay, let's throw a couple parks over here. Make people happy. You know, I like parks. I think nature is great. You know, let's do one of these. I'll throw this on. There's not enough space over there. Let's throw it right there. Alright. And let's do high density residential. Let's start with this. See how that goes. Okay. Well, now comes the other issue. Residential is not demand. So, we chose violence today. You're gonna try to actually chat and stream while playing the Division 2. Fair enough. You want to quit your job? You're tired of that building. Aww. That sucks. And I understand. Seeing the same walls over and over and over again and dealing with the same problems over and over and over again. Why are you like this game? I understand. Pausing the losers. Yup. Alright. Oh, residential need went up. Oh no! People are not happy. Why are people not happy? Why aren't you happy? Be happy. I don't think that's how you make people happy, is ordering them to be happy, but we're gonna do that. Okay, no. I think we need some more parks to make people happy. Oh, that's why people aren't happy. Yeah. Let's go ahead. Let's throw one down here. Oh, that's nice. I like that. Where else are people in need of happiness? These people aren't happy. They need to be happy. There. Now be happy. That's it? That's all I needed to do to make people happy again? Okay. All right. Okay. We need to start getting some commercial over here so that we stop having. What's going on? It looks like it's starting to slow down a bit, though. So I don't know if that's going to be as big of an issue as it has, but that should not be happening either. That is also an issue. Perhaps see if I can make a connection between here and here besides this one main road. Because at the moment, that's the only connection between the two. This is the shop. This is a lot of the shopping stuff over here. And part of the issue is that I put this train station here too. So because you don't have a job at the moment, you need a car, $1,300 for the registration. Oof. The most jobs that would accept the application right now need a car from Damn. Oh, you're back again, coworker started yapping. Well, welcome back. Yeah, it feels like it's so difficult to get a new job these days because people want like 20 years old with like 50 years of experience. And it's these ridiculous standards. So, commercial is in high demand. So let's get some commercial. Okay, that road, because I don't like this. That road's lopsided. No, it's lopsided! There. Right angle. That's all things should be. I did all that work to make a right angle and it still didn't line up the correct way. Ah! Oh, that's a 3-lane road. Hold on. That's just... Ta-da! Problem solved. Alright. Let's go ahead and start filling some of this in. One street down the middle. Connection there. Here. Here. And pull these out a little bit. Connect them. I'm going to try to latch. I could probably latch the highway on that section there. Make use of this underground section here. Don't have a lot of people. Well, there's no train pulling in yet. In the meantime, go ahead. Actually, let's start with a 2-lane. Pull it out from here. And then split it. Like one going this way. Oh, I need to curve this. Gotta remember, curve tool is better for dealing with highways. Tight corner here, but wrap around like that. I think that worked. Yes, it worked. Alright, then we'll just do this around like that. Turn it around here. Head on down and connect it. Alright. So now it's got an exit point and an entrance point. I should probably make a better entry point. So let's go ahead and do that over here for incoming traffic. And oh, my chat just shut off on me. 1 second. Hold up. Hold up. Technical difficulties. Technical difficulties. I just realized I couldn't see chat. All right, chat's back up and going. Did I miss anything? Okay, I missed too much. Fair enough, no brain. Fair enough. I might want to bridge that, or bridge. I'm gonna tunnel that, because I don't know if I can get a bridge. Unless I want to go up here instead, and go around. Loop it. Actually, that works. Great. We'll latch it onto the 3 lane there. And right there. Latch in to about there. Right. So now let's go 1 lane. I don't need the sidewalks. Let's do that. Upgrade that. Slow them down as they come down onto the thing. So we have our entrance, we have our exit. Let's go ahead and line this up with water. So, people have water. Again, I feel like my citizens would appreciate water. I certainly do. Water is good for you. Water is good. Okay. Got that. You forgot no pausing in the game. I've never understood why some games do that. Let's go ahead and put the police station there and fire station here. And then for the hospital. Well, that area is still pretty well covered by the other hospital here, so I think we should be good on that. Go ahead, let's do high density or low density. The demand is pretty high, so I'll use high density. Already that seems to be attracting quite a bit over to that spot. So that highway connection is probably going to pull quite a bit of traffic. So I may need to upgrade some of these roads at some point to handle that. Or create some sort of connection from over here to over there. So let's start with this. And as that goes down, the need for the other two should go up, which will cause this to grow, giving us more population over here, which gives them access to more workers, and there won't be the workers. Hopefully. If logic dictates. If I remember my understanding of this game well enough, that should be how it goes. Welcome, Down Bad. Welcome, welcome. Alright. Now let's see if we can fix this mess of a maze of roads. Alright, first of all, is there anything we can delete? Is there any road that's just not useful here in this mess? And get rid of abandoned buildings. We don't need abandoned buildings over here. just invites crime. So this road here is heavy traffic. This area here is heavy traffic. So we need something there. What would work? Because I remember city is massive now. Yeah, it's grown. It's grown a lot. It started as this little itty bitty town over here, and now it's this. This area isn't growing. You know what? I think I know why it's not growing. I don't think they have power. Maybe they should be getting power off that. Why you no grow? Why you no do? You need own power source? Is that it? You want your own power source? I can do that. I'll give you your own power source. Boop. That, and I'll put a little park over here. Is that sufficient? Will that help you grow now? You grow now? There we go. It's growing. That's the least image pick. Alright, anyways, back with this. Maybe if I knock out this road here, I'll switch to this so I can kind of point. Maybe if I knock out this road here, and then have this road go straight and connect with this right here. So instead of a four-way, this will just be a T intersection. And then we'll have to extend these out a little bit more, but that would give us a little bit more room to work with as well. I'll probably keep a connection, might keep that as a four-way actually, keep a connection here, lower this to a smaller size road so people can still get over here, because there are quite a few vehicles that are still coming from that way over there. But then just knock this part here out and turn that into a one lane. Or not a one lane, but a single road here. But then what about this? Because this is fairly useful. Granted, it's not getting as much use as I was hoping it would back when I made it. Because this was meant to be a bypass. I mean, it is still getting a fair amount of traffic, actually. Because it was made to help bypass and lessen the traffic hold here by sending them directly to where they need to go. And this game is all about experimentation. Do a roundabout? Maybe. A roundabout might work. The problem with a roundabout is that if I do one, it would have to be somewhere around here with the highway leading to each of these locations in between. I would not be able to do it here. The traffic here is far too high and far too dense for a typical roundabout to work. And roundabouts are better for steady traffic flows and not super heavy, dense flows like this. So over here it might work, but I don't think it's going to solve this here, which is what I primarily need to solve before I can think about doing the rest of this. So let's go ahead, let's see if I can even get this. Oh, but that's going to take out the power line. I have to put the power line back in. Let's pause it and see if I can get this over. It does go over. Okay. And I can curve it ever so slightly to the side. Oh. Game. Okay, thank you. Go back into a road. Curve. Curve the road. Curve this way. Now curve that way. And curve. Nope. Now we're going to curve just a little bit up here, and we're going to curve into that. Alright. Now let's hit play. Go ahead and get rid of this right there. And then in place for the highway, because the highway will need some sort of way to get there. So we're going to go ahead and that. Put that. That way the highway connection stays. And I could probably fit a roundabout here for this highway section to give it a good connection there. And if all goes well, hopefully pull more traffic than this section here. Alright, so doing that eliminates a large portion of traffic here. So in that case, we'll go ahead and lower that down to a 2-lane instead of this massive 3-lane. Actually, I'll lower it even further. Do that. And that should suffice. Right, so now this is going to be the main focus. I don't think I'd be able to fit a roundabout in here, especially with the power plant. I'd have to move the power plant. There's not a whole lot of room for me to do that in this location. So I wonder, what if I go with my original, what I was going to do originally? Do a 2-lane. And I connect it to that. Let's just see how that goes. And as an experiment, let's see what that does. Is that going to make this worse, or is it going to make this better? Because this highway here is part of the problem. Because this is a pretty essential highway. This helps negate a lot of the traffic that was on this road. Because instead of going all the way through all this, causing more backup, they can just hop on the highway from these areas and just go. So I absolutely do not want to get rid of this highway. This Florence Bridge is what it's called. I don't think that's working like I wanted it to. Okay. Let's go ahead and put that back to that. Upgrade this back up to 2. I don't know. What if I make that a 1-way? You're gonna lurk? Fair enough. Enjoy the lurk. Right. So what if I make this a 1-way? So that traffic can come in this way, but they can't come out this way. They have to go out this way. Ooh, but that's gonna black. That's gonna back this up pretty quickly. Would be the problem there. But this is helping a little bit. This is doing its thing. But this is starting to... That's been an issue. It probably doesn't help that that's not a one-way. Making that into a one-way probably help. Let's go ahead and upgrade that and that to one-ways. So the highway stops, it becomes one-way streets there. The biggest issue is getting vehicles from here to over there, because they don't seem to want to take the highway for that. The problem is, did I put a sufficient connection here for that? No. So there's a connection here. There's a connection from these to over there. It's been 3 hours since she's texted. You're starting to get scared. Ooh. Oh, yay! Good for you! I'm glad she responded. No, that has no power over that. Let's fix that. Let there be power! So this is starting to back up here. But it looks like this is working. So this is the right idea here, because look at how much cleaner it is here now. But vehicles going in are still having issue there. So we need vehicles going in and vehicles coming from here going this way. Likely heading to these commercial areas here and here. And then there's this. This is an issue. And I don't know if this is my fault or not. Don't just... What? Why are you like this game? Why are you merging into this road if you're gonna go this way anyways? Why not just do that normally? Hold on. I wonder if I can force fix this by making the road a little bit wonky. If I do that, can I force people into just using that? No, they're still using that middle lane. Why are you using the middle lane? This lane is for turning. Why aren't you using the turning lane? That lane is not for turning. Why are you turning with that lane? What is wrong with you people? I swear this game just loves giving me fucking aneurysms. At least traffic's moving a bit faster now. Hopefully that'll fix it. Maybe the game will sort itself out. Because it seems like things are going a little bit faster now. So, what is happening over here? What are you... What is this? There's just a police officer in the middle of the fucking street. Ooh, nice Lamborghini. So, that looks like a Lamborghini. Some sort of supercar. Okay. This still needs fixed here. I might be able to squeeze a roundabout in right here. Okay, so we still need to fix this issue. Doesn't look like... I mean, it looks less, but it's still having not enough workers. let's increase this and see if we can get more work on it. While I try to figure out how I'm gonna do these roads. That should be enough to handle that. Alright. Move all the abandoned buildings here. Alright. So we need something that'll leap around. So what if we do that? Well, suppose we'll just use this to loop around here. So the loop would probably need to be somewhere over here. And this road here is getting pretty heavy on traffic as well. So what if, let's do a little experiment here. Put that there. So the second one there will merge the two. I'm just going to drag this underground across here. And connect it. And see if that pulls any traffic. If it does, we'll know it works and I'll upgrade it. If not, we'll delete it and try again. Try things and see what works. That's too short of a road here. Well, not only is it too short of a road, but the problem is how backed up this road is. We need to figure out how to not keep that backed up. So many connections here. I wonder if that's part of the issue. Let's try pulling off from here. Sorry whoever owned that factory, but let's do that, see if that pulls any traffic, and see if that pulls from some of this traffic. Because it looks like some of this is going here to go up through the highway. And the rest of it is going down this way. Which isn't that much of a problem, them heading down this way. Looks like this is backed up over here now too. Or is this the area from earlier? That's still the area from earlier, yeah. Oh, it's still... Why are you backed up so bad? What is happening? Well, people merging the middle of a lane like that is definitely not happening or helping. Okay, they're using the turn lane now. Ugh, this game. And where did you were clearing up? Why are you backed up again? Oh, I'm so bad at road design. Why are there so many of you? Why are you... What is happening? Okay, hold on. Are they doing what I think they're doing? No. Okay, they are just going straight. So perhaps making a highway that's going to go from down here, I guess, to over here. What all do I have underneath that? There's not a whole lot underneath there. So I could probably, if I make a tunnel, dig a tunnel, dig a tunnel, dig a tunnel, dig a tunnel. Okay, ADHD. Yes? Word. Brain. Brain word. Brain. Okay, let's put tunnel here, and I'll run it congruent with this. Oh, that's a wide turn. Run it like this. And then have it pop up like that. Let's see if that'll get anybody, entice anybody, and hopefully lower the traffic on this. It seems like a good portion of these vehicles are heading just straight this way. And it's starting to back this over here too. I think that might be part of the reason is that it's all backing up to here. So maybe putting a highway down here so that they can access this road easier will help. While I'm at it, I might as well bring connections. Off here. And up to that. And then we'll do a second off here. And up like that. Give better connections there. And that place doesn't have water. I'm sure they would like some water. There you go, sirs and ma'ams and whatever works there. Okay. We're having some death issues. The Reaper's doing its job. Right here. Huzzah! I found the right thing. Alright. Let's go ahead and put that there. And we'll get a cemetery as well over here. Let's put it here. If I can squeeze it in. No. Okay. Yeah, let's just put it here. That should take care of that area. They're still having not enough workers up here. It's less than what it was earlier, but they're still having issues. I forgot to fill in the rest of it. I like the pretty blue lights. It's very pretty. The aeroplane. Hopefully this will help maintain workers for this area. Wait for it to save. Alright, Let's check, see how traffic is here. So this is still backing up a little bit. Phone, you shut. Alright, this is not backed up anymore. This road here is still an issue, but I think that's because people are stupid and they all want to go in this one lane. There's 3 that go this way. You don't have to all be in the same lane, you fucking idiots. Sorry, this game makes me angry. This seems really well now. This seems to be loosening up now. So I think that was the issue. I think this right here may have helped. Because it seems like this is less traffic here now. There's less traffic along here, which means this might actually be working here. And look at that. That is actually working. So in that case, I'm going to go ahead and merge this into here. No, not that. I don't want to merge that one. Boop. Fix the problem. What was I doing? Oh yes, I need highway. 2-lane highway. So under. Maintain that for a decent distance. I think that's far enough. Alright, so that's helping with the traffic here quite a bit. This is still the problem right here, is this entry point. Perhaps lower the amount of lanes here? There's no need for that many lanes. Six lane, 1 lane. Don't need that much. A 4 lane, 1 lane would be fine. That. That's a 4 lane, 1 way now. See if that makes any major difference. If I had that mod, I could get this to work on the computer. Unfortunately, the computer does not run simulation games very well. If I get this to work on the computer, if I get that mod that allows me to change what direction these lanes point to, great. The worker problem is starting to get solved too. So a lot of the traffic around here seems to be starting to clear up. So I think those adjustments did help. Which is good. This is still the issue though. Let's check. Did it help here? Not seeing super amounts of traffic. It looks like they're all going in there. So let's check over here. This is starting to get a little heavy here, but it's nothing super bad. This here is an issue. It's too many lanes close together like that. So let's go ahead and delete this. Replace it. Same spot, but a steeper curve to match the pair. That way it's connected to an actual intersection. Should help with the traffic flow. we solved most of the traffic issue. What about here? Is this still... This is still having a bit of an issue here. But I don't know if that's actually my fault or if that's just the game being the game. I wonder if this is where I would need to bypass. Maybe get a road to offshoot here and go under. Connect up here. That's what this was originally supposed to be. It was a bypass for this, so this didn't get as much traffic. But, ugh. People don't want to use it. Oh. I could probably stop emptying this, put that back into use. That. I don't know, was I trying to get rid of these? I don't remember if I was trying to get rid of them or not. I think I may have been trying to get rid of these. So that. Delete that. Then we replace it with something more eco-friendly. Hopefully that should lower the pollution down. Because we have the money to start doing that. So yeah, I'd say that turned out pretty successful, that little thing there. We just need to figure this out. Where are all those vehicles going? Are they going straight? It looked like the majority of them were going straight. So it's been some of them are turning. The rest are going straight. So I wonder if maybe having these merged together is part of the issue. Instead of having these merged together, nope, that's not what I want. I need highway. I merge it with that. Let's see what happens then. Oh, I gotta stretch my legs. And get some liquid. Oh, I'm using my Monarch waifu cup today. Looks really good with the blowhole blast. With the blue coloration. I also have some roots of beer. Because roots of beer is good. So let's give that a minute here to run. Ah. Delicious. And see if this clears up a little bit. There's only one entry point there. Oh! Postman, deliver 1 million units of mail. Hey! I got an achievement. I have achieved. hopefully that doesn't put more pressure on these other roads. Which looks like it might be. But it is starting to clear up a little bit. I think if I let it run for a little bit, it might clear itself up a little bit. But this road here is backing up again. So let's go ahead and create another offshoot here. Make sure it stays correct. Okay. Pull it around this way. Link it up there. See if that helps divert some of the traffic. That building's on fire. Freaking nugget. Fire is. Where's the fire trucks at? Why y'all not responding to this? Y'all just gonna let that burn? Oh, no, they're right there. I just couldn't beat them. Ooh, stormy. Thunder! Say that's a pretty successful session. Alright, next time we'll tackle this area, because I need to fix this. That's starting to really build up over here. Better highway connection. I think it solved this area, having that go around. Alright, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it here. I gotta get some stuff done before bed. Have a good morning, afternoon, evening, night, whatever it is you are watching this. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Let's see if we can raid anybody. Let's see here. Ooh. We do. Hey, let's go raid Crimbo. Let's show Crimbo some love. Alright. Have a good one, y'all. Thanks for watching. Let's show Crimbo some love. Alright. Have a good one. Captain Blackster signing out.